The history of Harrogate and District Law Society is actually kind of interesting for some people, like former lawyers like me. And it was formed back in 1918 whilst the World War One was raging. The lawyers had lost so many either to fight or that were killed that they realised that the administration of justice was imperilled in Harrogate. So they met to essentially do something completely radical and stop lawyers going out to fight, which I suppose might not look like a good look. So that's what happened back in 1918, and women were not allowed to be lawyers at that time. A few years on, at the courthouse, which is over there, well, the old courthouse, the first telephone was installed in about 1922, around then. And a couple of years later, they introduced effectively legal aid. So the people in Harrogate back at that time, if you were poor, which I imagine was probably quite a lot of folks, right, they got to have a free lawyer through the Harrogate District Law Society. And Raworth Solicitors and Mr Butterworth of that was one of the influential people then. And as was Hutchinson and Buchanan in Ripon and Barber at Titley's, which I think is now LCS Solicitors. They were absolutely key in setting up the legal aid system of Harrogate, which lasted until, I think, 1950, when legal aid was introduced sort of nationally. And I think possibly the lawyers in Harrogate never really did too much more as a society, probably since 1950, but I could well be wrong.